Hi, I'm Phyllis, southernfrugal.com. Well, this morning we're going to have a smoothie and we're going to talk about the RV, and I am so excited. Okay, we're going to do the smoothie first. Now, I've fixed enough for 2 days now, and freeze the overage, and then we have that usually the next day or the day after that. So I also started doing my almonds different in that I ground them up in the food processor like that, and that I know the Vitamix will finish grinding them up. That way I don't have to make almond butter and have all the trouble cleaning out the Vitamix. So I also want to say a word about kale. Now this is mature kale, and it's not organic, but it was very pretty, and you buy it in loose packs at Walmart, and it was very, very fresh when I bought it. So I bring it home, wash it really good in about 3 different soaking baths where I dip it up and down in a dish pan, and then I lay it out on my little towels and let it dry just a little bit, and then I put it in plastic bags in the refrigerator. So then when I take it out, however much we're going to use, I break it up, put it in the Vitamix, and then rinse it a couple more times just to be sure. But here's the word about the kale. We've been doing green smoothies for, well, I don't even know how long, 2 years almost, and I can tell you with us what works. We get the most energy and the most feel good from the mature kale, not the baby kale. It's the mature kale. I don't know why, I don't know the science behind it. All I know is it works. So we still don't want to eat kale every single day, but I would say we do the mature kale at least 4 days a week, from the having it in the morning and to do with the overage. The rest of the time we either use the baby spinach, or we use the spring mix lettuce type stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead. So I've got my kale in here, and I'm going to dump in my ground up almonds, and this is 6 tablespoons, which means in that little cup there was 12 grams of protein. Okay, so I use fresh orange juice to kill the taste of the kale. So I've squeezed out all my oranges, or not all of them, but most of them, and this is 5 cubes, which would be about 10 tablespoons, I'm not sure, but anyway, it's partially thawed out. That's what kills the taste of the greens, and it does have to be fresh. You can't really get that effect from the orange juice you get, in the grocery store already in a bottle and everything. Also, I'm using a blob of oatmeal and cream of wheat, and that's partially thawed out. And this is about 2 cups of red table grapes from California, and they are very sweet. We dump those in. And also, not quite 2 cups of blueberries. Dump those in. They're still partially frozen. And this morning I'm going to use 4 small bananas. And these were bananas that were purchased at the farmer's market and then frozen. That's what they look like. But the inside is not dark. It's just the peeling that gets dark. And I just squeeze out the ends like that. And Mr. Patrick, or Patrick is actually his first name, one of the viewers, told me how to do that. And I don't like that little squiggly thing in the bottom of bananas. I just don't like the way it looks. So I just hold that and squeeze out the whole thing, and it comes right out. Now these bananas are really completely thawed out this morning. See if I can get all that in the top there. Yeah, I'm using 4 bananas because they were small. See how pretty those bananas look? They really do. Alright, I'm going to see if I can add 2 cups of water, because I want this all the way up to the top. And we are going to talk about the RV in just a minute. I'm not going to put the whole 2 cups in there. Okay, so I'm going to grind this down. Well, I don't know. Why don't we go ahead and put the peanut butter in too? Probably 4 tablespoons. And I like to get that down in there so it doesn't get all over my lid. And so what I'm going to do is turn it on low and let it go down a little bit. So I'll leave the camera on while I'm doing that, just a little bit, because I want it to go down so I can get my lid on. Turn it up a little bit. Alright, see how it went down? Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on. We're going to grind this up, and when we get back, we're going to talk about the RV. Alright, here we go. Be back in just a minute. Okay, I ground this up this morning a little longer than I usually do because I wanted to make sure those almonds were totally ground up. Plus, I added another ½ cup of water because it was actually a little thick. All right, we're ready to pour this in the glasses now. And then I'm going to put the overage in the ice trays. Should have enough to fill 2 ice trays because this was right up to the top edge, which is probably at least 70 ounces if you fill this Vitamix beaker all the way up to the top. Okay, 1 tray is full. Yeah, y'all, we are beyond excited about the RV. Just glad we waited and took our time and didn't jump in and buy something that we would regret later. Okay, yeah, I did. I had 2 ice trays full. All right, we're going to put those in the freezer. Let me taste of this. Hope it's good. And it is. I can taste the peanut butter and the blueberries. I cannot taste the kale at all. Okay, I'm going to put this, the 2 ice trays in the freezer and give Mr. Bucky his smoothie and his little thing of vitamins, and we'll be right back and we'll talk. Okay, got the smoothies all made. The other part of the smoothies are in the ice trays. They're in the freezer. Mr. Bucky's got his smoothie. I got mine. And by the way, I'm going to definitely start fixing my almonds this way all the time now because it ground them up perfect by putting them in partially ground up. And it's so much easier to do them in the food processor because it's a lot easier to clean out. And I always dread it when I end up making almond butter because it's so hard to clean the beaker out. And by the way, I already went ahead and put the soap and some water in there to clean this out, and I already turned it on so it didn't dry up while we were talking. Okay, RV talk. So, hour by hour we get more thrilled with this, and Mr. Bucky has already decided for the Maiden Voyage we're going to the beach, and we're going to stay for 7 nights, and we're going to be right on the beach on a pad that's cement pad. I'm assuming that we can get one on the beach. And they've got 30 amp and 50 amp power, which of course we'll need 50 amp power. And they have full hookups. That's with the sewage and the water. Now, we won't be drinking the water at the beach, y'all. We buy our water when we're down there because I can't stand the way that water tastes. But it's good for cooking and for showers and all. It actually is good for washing clothes too. It is, but anyway, that's what we're going to do. And I wanted to talk to you about the RV inspection. The person who inspected it called me yesterday morning, or no, yesterday afternoon, and had done the full inspection of the motor, the transmission, and everything but the inside of the coach. And he said it was in top-notch shape, there is not, he said there was not a drop of oil, transmission fluid, or anything. He said the motor was so clean you could have eaten off of it. And he checked it out, ran it and did all whatever. And he said, you're going to have this coach for many, many years. It will run perfect. And I already knew it ran perfect, but it was just good to get that report from him. Also, we were going to have the oil changed and the filters and whatever, all of that done. And we had it, we'd already told the gentleman that we are buying it from to go ahead and get that done, and of course we would pay for it. And I had it on my list of expenses that we were going to have. And the inspector said the oil has just been changed, the filters are new, you don't need to do a thing. So yay, we don't have to do that. So that saved us $400 just on the oil change thing and all that. So we're very happy about that. But anyway, I wanted to tell you a little story. I know I like my little stories. About something that occurred. It's been, I'd say it's been over 10 years ago now. I had a washing machine that was one of the high energy, high efficiency things, the stackable washers. And so I was shopping in Walmart for my regular groceries on my regular grocery day. And back then, I really only went once a month because I was also into all the couponing and everything. So I only did the major shopping for groceries once a month back then. So anyway, I remember I was there early, and in the parking lot there was this humongous diesel pusher. It was really big. And I had to kind of walk past it, to go into the store. And I was just looking at it really careful, and I was thinking, oh, this must be a movie star because it was so big and so shiny and all. And I noticed that it had a lift on the side that was closed up that handicapped people have to have on buses when they transport them and all for wheelchairs. And I noticed it had that. And I wasn't thinking that somebody was disabled. I thought it was probably a band or something. They used that to get their equipment in there. I just didn't know. So anyway, I went on about my shopping, and I was over on the aisle where the washing detergents are. Let me move you around a little bit there. And so I was waiting to get my high efficiency detergent, and these people were in my way. So and they were talking, so I was just kind of being nice and waiting until they finished. So they had a lady, worker in Walmart there with them talking. The lady was in a wheelchair and she had oxygen, that little thing that goes around your nose, and the oxygen tank on the back of the wheelchair. And the man was older. They were both clearly in their 80s. And he was all humped over and real skinny, and she was real skinny too. I bet she didn't weigh 100 pounds. And so they were talking to the lady about the high efficiency and what they needed to buy. Now back then, the high efficiency detergents had just come out. And so you really had to look and, to see where they were. And so finally the lady showed the lady what to do and all that. But I remember thinking when I saw them, how in the world did these two very old people get around in that Class A? How in the world did they do it? And I knew it was theirs because I overheard her tell the girl that they had a washer in their RV. Well, there wasn't but one in the parking lot. It could only been them. And it also had the handicap thing that it was like a door almost, and you could tell it would come down like that, and the lady was in a wheelchair, so obviously these were the people that owned that RV. But I remember thinking, how in the world, at their age and or certainly with the woman's disability, did they travel around in an RV? I just couldn't believe it. Well, here we are in our 70s, and we're getting ready to do that. Of course, we're not in a wheelchair or anything, but I remembered that this morning, how shocked I was. But that tells you you can do it. You know, even disabled people can do it. So, I mean, it can't be that hard, right? It can't be. So anyway, back to the RV. So the first inspection went very well, and that's the one that we both were very anxious to hear back about. You know, the cab and all the rest of the stuff would not be as expensive to fix if it were the motor or the transmission. Those are big, big. So anyway, the RV's got 114,000 miles on it. The person who did the inspection said we've got easy, another 400,000 miles before you have to do anything other than change the oil in the filters. He said it's going to run perfect for you. And of course it's already running perfect. So that was our biggest concern in, you know, buying the RV was, is the motor okay? Is the transmission okay? All right, so that's that. So y'all, we're very happy, and the only thing that I couldn't find was a plug-in in the kitchen. I know there's got to be one in there somewhere. I just didn't see it, but it might be inside a cabinet or something. I don't know. I just didn't see it. So, but I'm sure there are plug-ins there. If not, I know there's a plug-in on the outside. I will go outside and do our smoothies in the morning. I mean, I really don't care as long as we get the smoothie. So anyway, all right, y'all, leave me your comments. Let me know what you think. I'd say we were way beyond excited because we have been looking for a while. We've been trying to figure out, do we go ahead and build the tiny house? Because we've already drawn out the plans, picked out every appliance, picked out the trailer, know where to get it, when to get it, and the whole 9 yards, y'all, the whole 9 yards. So so right now the plan is we're going to have the RV, and we certainly will be able to live in it while they're building the other small house, 600 to 800 square feet. And we don't even have the house plan yet, but we sort of know what kind of plan we want. But anyway, we're ready to have some fun, y'all. We have worked very hard getting this house ready for sale and having to keep it clean when people are coming to look at it. And we're ready for a vacation. Even if it's in November, we're still ready for a vacation. So as soon as we get the RV, get everything all packed up, we're headed out to the beach, which, you know, of course we've got to get the RV first. And so I think that he's telling us that it's probably going to be towards the end of next week, or it might even be the first of the following week. But anyway, we're getting it, y'all. All right, we will see y'all next time. Leave your comments. Tell me what you're thinking. And please go get you some kale at Walmart, loose leaf kale. Put it in your smoothie. It'll give you energy and you'll feel good all day long. All right, see you next time. Bye for now.